What is the Default Tariff Cap? In January 2019, the Default Tariff Cap was introduced to, among other elements, improve supplier efficiency. This was to drive down costs and encourage consumer engagement with the supply market through switching suppliers. It uses a methodology established and maintained by Ofgem. This is based on the annual consumption of a typical domestic customer. The cap is not a finite limit on the total cost of energy a customer pays per year on their energy bills. The cap is a limit on the unit rate and standing charge that energy suppliers can charge for their standard variable, i.e. default, tariffs. Under the Ofgem definition, a typical customer is one with a typical domestic consumption value, TDCV, of 2,900 kilowatt-hours per annum for electricity and 12,000 kilowatt-hours for gas. Different calculations are made for certain customer types and payment methods, for example standard credit, prepayment, etc. Each individual customer's bills will therefore depend upon how much energy they use at these calculated unit rate and standing charge levels. It is calculated for electricity and gas individually, although rates are typically quoted for a dual-fuel customer. How often does the cap change? The cap changes on a quarterly basis. Q1 is January to March inclusive. Q2 is April to June inclusive. Q3 is July to September inclusive.
Q4 is October to December inclusive.
How is the cap calculated? The methodology works on a bottom-up basis in which the individual components of the cap are calculated. This is the wholesale cost of energy and the non-wholesale costs. The latter includes network charges, low-carbon levies, other policy costs, taxes and assumed levels of margin per customer.